Business opportunities in various sectors. Agricultural sector and agribusiness is all about farming and farming-related commercial activities that are included in business category. It encompasses the entire process of bringing an agricultural product to market, including production, processing, and distribution. So the picture depicts the farmers from planting to harvesting, which is the agricultural process. Agricultural is a science or practice of farming which includes soil cultivation for agricultural production and animal rearing for food, wool, and other products. So the activities that are involved in agriculture is number 1, crop production. The crop production group evaluates agricultural practices and systems concerning crop yield, profit, environmental and ecological consequences with the goal of identifying best practices for local and international growers to produce more with less. Number 2 is horticulture. Garden crops such as fruits, vegetables, and ornamental plants are the focus of this branch of plant agriculture. Number 3 is forestry. Supervised forests and conservation technicians and workers manage budgets and design forestry project plans. Number 4 is animal production. It includes cow and calves care, animals sold or sold for meat, animals kept outside the farm, management system, quantity and breed of animals housing, manure handling, milking parlor operations, and milk storage on the farm. And lastly is number 5, aquaculture. Fish, shellfish, algae, and other creatures are bred, reared, and harvested in a variety of water settings. Importance of agriculture. So these are the importance of agriculture. In other words, agriculture is the world's most important source of food. All necessary food substances such as vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. Agriculture is responsible for the production of vegetables, proteins, and oils. Carbohydrates supply energy to all living things. Other importance of agriculture is responsible for the majority of the world's food and textiles. Agriculture items include cotton, wool, and leather. Wood for construction and paper products are also provided by agriculture. These goods as well as the agriculture practice employed may differ from one region to the next. So muna sila ang problem of agriculture sector, lack of modern equipment, insufficient infrastructure, lack of capital, no concrete program for land ownership, low prices, and competition for foreign products. So muna ang solution to agricultural problems, mag-impose restrictions, provide infrastructure, include in the budget allocation, or provide subsidy. Land reform, a purposeful change in the way agricultural land is held or owned, the methods of cultivation used, or the relationship between agriculture and the rest of the economy is known as land reform. This kind of reforms can be announced by the government, by interested groups, or even by revolution.
Overview of agricultural sector and agribusiness. What is agribusiness sector? By definition, the agribusiness sector is engaged in the production and operation of a farm, that manufacture and distribution of a farm equip and supplies set the processing, storage, and distribution of a farm commodities. Agriculture, agricultural production and management is clearly the core of agribusiness. Agribusiness is another term of agricultural business, meaning ang mga products nga gikan sa atong farm ibaligya sa market, from the production, ang pag-produce, ang pag-process sa products ug ang pag-distribute sa atong mga products ato sa farm. Din mahitabo para mo-earn og money. Summary of agribusiness. Agribusiness is a combination of words agriculture and a business and refers to many business related to the farm and farming related commercial activities. Agribusiness involve all the steps required to send in agricultural goods to market, namely production, processing, and distribution. Purpose of agribusiness is the business sector encompassing farming and farming-related commercial activities. It involves at the steps required to send an agricultural goods to market, namely production, processing, and distribution. Agribusiness is composed of different sector, from the production sector, kanang muhatag sa mga fertilizer, seeds, ug uban pa nga kinahanglan sa pag-produce sa products. Ang processing kanang paghimo na sa mga products ug ang distribution sector nga sila na-assign para pagmaligya sa products sa marketplace. SWOT analysis system of vegetable and fruits industry. AgriLife program. Executive summary. Internal analysis. The analysis of internal and external forces affecting the performance of vegetable and fruit V&F program is AgriLife in the first step of development of a short and long-term strategies planning. 2 knowledge-based regional workshops were conducted and consolidated internal survey was developed to research and extension faculty engaged the V&F program. The internal survey was web-based survey and consisted of 13 questions, which 4 were categorical: department, application, primary discipline, and professional rank and location of respondent. 3 were related to the level activity on the scale of 1 none to 4 high. Commodity, pre-harvest, post-harvest. 2 were related to the top priorities rankings, number of times an area was ranked number 1 or in the top 5. And 4 questions were related to the specific SWOT components on scale 1 to 5 outstanding. Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. This could be an indication that the survey was either too long, having complex questions, or simply that respondents were not familiar with the programs. Level of programmatic activity. There was a board representative of programmatic activities by crops, reflecting the commodity diversity of growing products. Fruit products appeared with the highest level activity with a mean value of 2.3 and 4.0. This may be the fact that fruits were included in one single category and hence activity represented for the aggregate level. In term pre and post-harvest activities, respondents were uniform and quite similar. Top priority issue. Respondents were asked to rank the top priority issue that needed additional research and or extension of AgriLife to increase the overall impact. Increasingly, and despite the diversity of respondents, the number of responses water was efficiently followed disinfectant and diagnosed as control of disease. When considering the top priority issue, water use efficiency was still the top area, appearing 10 times, followed by food safety 8 times, cropping system 8 times, plant morphological and physiological. SWOT analysis. Strengths. The major strengths of AgriLife were cited to be faculty and staff capabilities and reputation and credibility. Other cited strengths with a mean or higher included dissemination of information to producers, effectiveness of addressing the needs of base producers, extension and network presence, need for a center focusing on breeding and evaluation of new varieties, multidisciplinary research program, effectiveness and resources of developing breeding new varieties, effectiveness of screening and demonstration trial. Ang strengths sa AgriLife are makaproduce og daghang agricultural goods sa markets na mapalit sa mga tao na needed para sa atong daily needs. Another strength is the different sector will be able to make many varieties of goods and products, thus making more strategies for development. Weaknesses. The top weaknesses level of impediment of agri-life related to personnel, doing more with less people. Other weaknesses that rank high were institutional support, incentive, moral communication across discipline, and disconnect between research and extension. Weakness of agri-life is for the personnel to produce less products because of lack personnel and their discipline of lack of incentives. Opportunities. New funding program was noted as the highest potential impact category to benefit V and F program across agri-life. The rest of areas with potential impact for benefit range from 6 to 4 out of 10. Those were especially crops, locally produced fruits and vegetables, new alliances with stakeholders association, flavor and quality, technology and innovation to enhance program, health benefits of product and vegetables, positive publicity of fruits and vegetables, market agri-lab output of general public, sustainability and organics, science of breeding adaptable of other similar regions, education and outreach for kids and young adults, and international involvement. Opportunities of agri-life is to be able to make many opportunities and hire different people of different skills needed for the production and making goods to sell to the market. Many people will get a job. Manajang opportunity. Threats. The major threats of agri-life was reduction in budgets and personnel, decreasing funding opportunities, and more competition for funding was the second highest threats. Other with medium to high rating included attracting and retaining brain power, water availability, lack of knowledge appreciation of agriculture, graduate student funding and support, the state of the U.S. economy, climate and weather impacts, food safety, water quality, and industry fragmentations. Streets of agri-life is the presence of the pet and rodent that might damage the plants and can affect the reduction of the products and goods. Traits of agri-life is the presence of the pets and rodents that might damage the plant and can affect the production of products and goods. Another is the budget needed for business. It can be a threat if there are less funds.